I represent over 2,000 written and online petition objectors. We've closely followed the activities of council officers, putting the council and residents of Maidstone into an invidious position. Officers are recommending approval for development of a road-locked site totally inappropriate on several counts. Those same officers encouraged Bellway to ignore the very clear main modifications the planning inspector drafted at the council's request to make the Maidstone local plan robust and acceptable. If you ignore these conditions, you will put the validity of the whole local plan in jeopardy. The lack of compliance with the main modifications to make the plan sustainable gives perfect justification for a second planning inspector to support you. To permit this application requires a dispensing power from the main modifications, which the council does not possess, and would result in the Maidstone local plan being no longer sound and capable of adoption. On fully sustainable grounds, these applications can and should continue to be refused for reasons entirely justifiable before the planning inspector. To support that statement, you have the professional expertise of KCC Highways, the real highway authority, telling you this site is not sustainable on grounds of both safety and congestion. All parties agree the Deeringwood Drive and Willington Street junction is currently over capacity and will be far worse if 420 additional homes disgorge their traffic into this part of the network. All parties agree that Church Road presents a severe and present danger that can't be mitigated, especially for cyclists and pedestrians at the Squares pinch point just outside the proposed site. So the wholly biased opinion of Bellway paid-for consultants, combined with MBC planning officers' lesser expertise in traffic issues, is being weighted against the expert independent advice and authority of KCC Highways engineers. Potential Bellway profits are being put before the welfare of residents without the vital infrastructure required for modern society, subjecting them and existing residents to even greater service poverty. Aside from heritage, pollution, land stability, lack of infrastructure and other environmental issues, refusal is eminently defendable. Twice now, the Planning Committee have justifiably refused these applications. How many more times must councillors be forced to assert the principle of democracy in accordance with planning laws? It's clear you can no longer count on officers to defend your decision, so MBC need to instruct external legal representation to defend residents from what would be an irresponsible planning mistake. The cost of good planning is finite, whereas the cost of poor planning is borne by future generations forever. Please endorse this refusal.